I did one recently about coronavirus in Bali, and there was quite a few responses. A lot of people were really interested, and some people were saying they were traveling there and they wanted to, hear what I might say about that. So basically, I'll just kind of let you know a little bit of what I'm thinking about with it, because I've been comparing different places. Go check out the room. Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and hit the like button. Okay, so this video I'm going to be talking about basically it's a coronavirus. I'm going to show you a little bit of where I'm at. I'm in Macau, just so that you know of where I'm located right now. But I was just in Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, and I'm going to talk a little bit about each one of them with a separate video. This one's all about Indonesia. So I just left Indonesia like 4 or 5 days ago. I was in Bali and Jakarta, and I did a video about coronavirus in. I'll just show you this background a little bit. I did one recently about coronavirus in Bali, and there was quite a few responses. A lot of people were really interested, and some people were saying they were traveling there and they wanted to, hear what I might say about that. So basically, I'll just kind of let you know a little bit of what I'm thinking about with it, because I've been comparing different places. Anybody that's been watching stuff recently about coronavirus has seen a lot of cases with Italy, Iran, and South Korea. In South Korea in particular, they're doing 10,000 tests a day. So this kind of going through their population and just making sure really thoroughly. But a lot of other places are not really doing that much. Let's see if I can just kind of show you a little bit of this background. So let's see. Okay, we're going to jump over here a little bit and walk down. So a lot of other places, they're not really doing much research or doing much testing. So Indonesia is one that's, there's been a lot of stories in the newspaper, very critical, Jakarta Post in particular, about how, how can this be that this country has no cases at all? So up until maybe a few days ago, there was suddenly 2 cases. But for the longest time, it was reported as 0. And when I was in Indonesia, they were talking about a Japanese national that was somewhere that. But I was kind of hearing about it, but I didn't see anything posted about it. It was really hard to find information. And just recently, I found out that this Japanese national was in some bars in Tamang, and I was in Jakarta about 2 weeks ago. So this was long after I was gone. But and then I went back and I went to Bali, and but anyways, there's Sao Paulo ruins in the background here in Macau. But anyways, when I was there. I was staying in Kamang, and there was some kind of pubs and some places, to socialize and things like that. So, this Japanese national was in a place called Amigos, and then he went to some other place with some friends that he met or he was with. So those places ended up closing down and temporarily, and telling their customers that they're, taking all the precautionary measures that they can. So that was pretty interesting, that that's happening. So that basically means like if you're take in mind they haven't really been testing much, so that was like a case. And I also heard another case a while back, like maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, about how there was some people from China that were in Bali, and then suddenly they sent them back or whatever. So then their cases that they had were back to 0 again. So it's like kind of strange, right? Like you would think that, so it seemed like they've been kind of making an effort to keep their cases down to 0, and have been really adamant about. I'm just going to show you a little bit of where we're at. This is Macau here, so yeah, that's a pretty cool street behind me and stuff. All the ruins right back there. So anyways, people were also asking me, should I travel to Bali, if they had tickets already. It's a risk. I don't think that they're really checking very closely on what's going on there. So and then also, like, I heard some stories about some Chinese nationals. Like, so when the coronavirus started hitting China, they wanted to escape. So they bought tickets to Bali and just kind of hanging out there. And then when I flew into Bali, I flew in from Manila, and there was quite a few Koreans that were behind me in line. And I think I mentioned this in the other video too. But those are just coming in and out. And I just want to contrast that real quick with me going through the Hong Kong airport yesterday. And they asked me if I'd been in in Korea was one of them. You know, if I'd been in any of those countries, they list about 5 countries, including Korea. And if I had, then I don't think I was allowed to go into Hong Kong, or I had to be under quarantine or something. You know, I'm not really sure exactly, but that was a pretty big deal. You know, so, but as opposed to some of these other countries where there's not really anything like that. So let me show you. There's Sao Paulo ruins behind me. Can you see it? So this is in Macau, Sao Paulo ruins. So so a lot of this, you know, they're not really monitoring it very closely. So so basically, you know, keep that in mind. The lighting is really nice up there too. Oh. I walk up there a little bit. So anyways, so that's just kind of my update about Indonesia in particular, and what I think about what's going on there. So so if you're interested in going there yourself, and you're watching my other video, this is kind of a follow-up on it. So and also just letting you know, I will have a lot of videos coming up on Indonesia. I was filming there for a while, so I hit a few places because I was not coming back to Macau. I'm working online right now, and so so I'll be uploading those for quite a while. So if you want to see some videos about Jakarta and what it's like, and Kemang and Bali, and I also went to 2 other places too, so those will be up there too. Those will be a surprise. Anyways, yeah, and then also if you're interested to hear more about updates on both coronavirus in Indonesia or in Asia, just keep watching the channel. Let me know, post some stuff down below, and then I'll know that you're interested. And because I'm researching it every day, so whether I post it or not is kind of depends if people are interested in it or not. So okay, there's Sao Paulo ruins right there. So we'll end right there. Chiquinha, chiquinha.